Hi there. I'm Eric F. James. I'm the family historian for the family of Frank and Jesse James. I wrote this award-winning history of the Jesse James family, but I could not have written it without the information you're going to find in this book, Sustainable Genealogy by Richard Hite. Let me tell you what drew me to this book. It's that title, Sustainable Genealogy. You know, in your heart of hearts, that after you've gone and assembled all this information, done all this research, and written your family history, after you've departed, somebody's going to read it. And when they do, the last words you want to hear from your seat in heaven is, "They got it all wrong. Didn't they look at this? Didn't they look at that?" You know it can happen. That's why you want your genealogy to be bulletproof. That's why Richard Hite's book, Sustainable Genealogy, is going to become your new, very best friend. Now you can tell, this book is kind of thin. It's not a big manual. It's affordable. But if you expect that you're just going to pick up this book and you're going to run across a few pages and it's going to give you little bullet points, just follow A, B, C, and D, and that magical leaf of genealogy is just going to produce all your family history on your computer screen, you'd be mistaken. Don't be deceived. You can see my copy. My copy is pretty well marked up. And the reason why it's marked up is because I'm going to be going back to this book over and over. I've got 4 more volumes of Jesse James' Soul Liberty to write. I want to make sure that I'm not committing any mistakes. So I'm going to use Richard's book myself in my future research to see that I am writing history that is sustainable, that my genealogy of the Jesse James family is sustainable. What Richard does is he takes his own family history as he researched it, and he shows you when he ran into those brick walls, and we all run into them. When he ran into those brick walls, you have to adjust your thinking a bit. You have to think this way, you have to think that way. You just can't think in a traditional sense a lot of times. He's going to give you a lot of tricks. He's going to give you reminders of perhaps you should look here, perhaps you should look there. Don't forget this, don't forget that. Those are things you're not going to find in your traditional genealogy courses. One last thing. Before I go back to work doing my research and writing, just a couple of disclosures. In the beginning of the book here, Richard Hite produces a photograph of his mother, Jessie Rebecca Bagley. Now, I was married to a Bagley once. I've never researched her Bagley history, nor have I researched Jessie Rebecca Bagley. I don't know her. I never met her. But I presume that if I did, I would probably find the two of them are related. But as I do this book review, I have no idea. And I've never met Richard Hite. Now, those of you who know Frank and Jesse James history, you also know that the James boys had Hite cousins, Wood and Tuck Hite. I'm not going to spoil anything about this book for you. So I'll let you allow Richard to tell you about his Hite history. Let's rate this book. I like to rate my books by the number of pages that I think are important or that I read. This book has 110 pages. I rate this book, Sustainable Genealogy by Richard Hite, a full 110 pages. Enjoy it. Learn from it. Practice it. See you later.